Good morning. uh-huh. Um, we're going to leave the elephant in the room. Yeah, we're going to leave the elephant in the room. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then I'm not going to talk about it. But oh my god, guys, I made this bonnet myself. How much should I sell this for? I should make it and sell it, just a little business. Because this is bomb. It fits my big hair because no other bonnet wants to fit my hair, but this do, you feel me? But anyways, hi guys, it's your girl T Spice, Tyrell, T Shizzle, T on the BT. You know how we do, baby. Yeah. And I'm back. I just want to do a little something, today. I feel like catching up on the tube, get myself back into the swing of things. Don't have to wait till 2020. Just do something light. And yeah, how's everybody doing? I'm very pale. It's strange. I think this is the lightest I've been since I was a kid. But yeah, I'm good, man. How y'all doing? Y'all miss me? Don't lie. I know you miss me. But anyways, yeah. I'm gonna jump in the shower. I'm gonna come and do some makeup and just talk to you people. I'm probably going to bake with my bros as well today. My older brother, we like to bake. We make brownies, we make cake, we make cookies, all of it. I don't know if I'll show you all of that, but I actually want to do something small for you people. So yeah, stay tuned. Seems like every little word I built. Every little word I built. Baby, they're tumbling down. They didn't even put up a fight. They didn't even make a sound. I found a way to let you in, but I never really had it down. I'm standing in the light of your hand. The second song I actually was trying to sing, I was mashing two songs. Seems like everybody's got a prize. I wonder how you sleeping. Period. I lay down my life for a holy God. Oh, I lay down my life. I lay down my life for a holy God. Yo, let me take a sec to acknowledge that I've been feeling mad down and I'm going through problems, but I got God on my side, so no worries at all. I cast it all in his arms, cause I know he's involved. I give it all at the cross, I'm not fighting no more. I'm back, baby. I look so dry. Honestly, you look fake. You see it? You do this thing, bro. Fluff in my mouth. I was going through some stuff, I wasn't writing no more, but the Lord saw fit to keep me writing smart, so I pricked him. Cleanse my face with Boots Rose water. I usually do it before I moisturize, but I ain't about to moisturize on camera, so we gotta do something else. And glycerin. Is it glycerin or glycerin? I don't know, baby. I also use witch hazel on my face because apparently it's a toner. I've been using it for years, and my family's accused me of bleaching. But we move. My cross started sharpening my sword, oh Lord. This is how I fight my battles. Spending my time in the wings of your shadows. Ran from your presence, could've swore I was at him, but you brought me back and your hands so fragile. Now I gotta stay patient. When I see your love and your grace so patient. I retwisted my hair recently and I don't know how to feel. Why? Because I had to braid it to keep it in place and it's still curly and I don't like curly. And I don't want to put water in my hair, which will straighten my hair back to normal, because the retwist will probably undo. My hair grows really fast. It has actually only been like 5 days. And yep, my roots are back. A little bit anyway. Okay, we're gonna do some makeup, just a little bit. Thanks for getting ready with me. why am I here? What do I have to say? Do I have anything to say? Yes, man. I was in a little bit of a season recently, which would be one of the reasons why I didn't post, apart from the fact that I just lacked proper time management skills. Like, I have a lot on my plate. I always will have a lot on my plate. It's just how it's gonna be, because I am a creative person. I do a creative course at university, so I will always be extremely busy, whether I like it or not, whether I'm on holiday or not, but I actually had to take a moment to just step back and be like, what is actually going on? And I was being really worried as well. I was being really, really worried as well. Like, how am I, literally, like, God, how am I going to actually handle everything? Like, I need to do every single thing, and I don't have time. I don't have energy, because I also got really exhausted. This is no makeup tutorial. But anyway, yeah, I was just like in a place where I was really struggling to...
Time and you still amaze me, amazing grace, let the chorus take me away. Oh, I lay down my...
I'll be back. So the season I was in was quite, it was quite an interesting one, a tough one. And I was just getting to a point where I was like, God, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to focus on? And because I was too busy, like, focusing on every single thing and not just one thing, and like listening to God, I ended up just getting too overwhelmed and I couldn't do anything. That happens to me a lot, a very, very big lot. And I feel like this time it really hit me the most, because I was confused. I was like, God, what do you want me to do? I want to get a job. I want to work, but uni is a lot. I do so much. And he was like, don't get a job. And I was like, excuse me? And it was just because, I don't even know. I guess I was just confused. I was very confused. And it seems like that seems to be like a constant in my life, God forbid. That seemed in the past a constant in my life. I've just always been confused, like, oh, I need to do this, I need to draw today, I need to sew today, I need to do makeup today, I need to have clients, I need to do hair, I need to record, I need to edit. And then it was getting a bit overwhelming, like just one person, like, all it is. But I don't know who needs to hear it, but that's what I'm sharing. In the midst of that, like, kind of confusion, the one thing that God told me, yeah, it felt so crazy, because I was like, you said what? But he told me Matthew 6:33, which is, just the first bit is what really, like, grasped me, which was, seek first the kingdom of God. And it wasn't a new scripture. I had read it bare times, like, so many times, like, seek first the kingdom of God, seek first the kingdom of God. And I felt like it never really made sense until I was in this situation where I was so confused, like, God, what do I do? I need to have, like, a stable source of income so I can be, it's just, I'm not a kid. I need a stable source of income to pay for stuff, you feel me? So that's kind of where I was at. And he just told me, just, like, seek my kingdom, innit? Seek me. And then I bumped into one of my friends in the library that night, or the day after. And I was just kind of telling him, like, everything that's going on, sort of. And he was like, one word that I would just associate with seek. He didn't say that's what it means, I don't think. But he said one word he would associate with seek is to be still. And I was like, that is so contrary to what I know seek to be. Like, seeking for me is, I'm going to find God. Let me go and find you, chase you. I need to find God. He lives inside of me, type of thing. But he was like, be still. Like, literally take a seat back. Take a seat. You take a back seat. You take a back seat and you just, like...
And just let God be God.
Don't do too much, basically. And I was like, what? But that's all I do, like, too much. Like, everything I do is too much. And, this was coming from a guy who's also very busy, and he's a Christian as well. So I was like, oh, he must have been through some of this. And, it made sense, because where he's at, he had to get to a point where he stops overdoing it and just starts listening to God's voice and literally seeking him. And, when I now entered this season of seeking God, and I was like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna spend time with him, just pray and just focus, on my walk, really and truly. And I'd never really have an option but to focus on my walk, but quiet time wasn't there. And sometimes I feel like we might underestimate the power of quiet time, like the difference it would make, the shifts that would occur when you just spend your own time with God. And that was missing from my life. I'm not even gonna lie. Yes, I would do Bible study, I would lead worship, I would do this, I would do that, but quiet time was missing from my life. And that's not to say I wasn't praying, I wasn't reading my Bible, but people, if you know, you know, like, you know, that time when you spend when the relationship is intimate, that was missing, because it was becoming a bit of a routine. Like, okay, let me just quickly read my Bible, and then that was just that bit. In that time, I was still alright. Then it now got to a point where I couldn't pray. And when I say that, I felt crazy saying it, which is why I couldn't even speak to anyone about it. Like, in the midst of everything, you know, the first advice you give to somebody is, oh, just pray about it, innit? And then when my friend said that, I'm like, okay, I want to pray, like, but I can't pray. And it wasn't a thing where I couldn't say, like, to pray, like, oh, God, help me with this today. Or, God, as I'm going into this exam, you know, help me. It wasn't that kind of situation. It was more of, like, expressing myself, like, telling him how I feel, telling him how everything is going. And I realised I'll probably talk about this in detail later in life, but it was deeply, I don't want to say a deeply rooted issue, but it's something that I never tackled. Like, I don't express myself. And I'm still even in the mindset, even though I overcame it, I'm still in the mindset, like, you ain't gonna force me to express myself. Oh, if I don't want to. I feel like people can't take me seriously with this on my face. But, you know, in the midst of it all, I still was struggling to just say a word of prayer. And I was like, God, what? You know, and there was one day, where I just came back home from something. I can't even remember. I came back home and I started crying, bro. I started crying a lot. And I was confused, because I'm not a crier either. Like, I don't really express. The only thing that people will ever really see me express is joy. But sometimes you can tell when I'm not very happy, but not just on a surface level, like when I'm really not happy. When I'm just not happy, I can still hide it small. And, you know, it was beginning to be plastered on my face where I was not happy. I was just sad. Everything was bad, because I knew that I needed my daily bread. I knew I needed to speak to my maker. I knew what I needed to do, but I couldn't do it. And then that day when I was crying, I felt like someone was holding me like this. Because when I was weeping, I felt, you know, it was like gone to my head saying pray, but I couldn't. And I was literally like, you know, I contacted one of my friends who, one of the first people I actually met in Leicester, very, very dear to my heart, Joshua. And I called him because at that point in time, I needed prayer. I needed someone to just pray for me right there and then. But he was in class, but I was crying so much, and I was just like, what is going on? I was confused. Mind you, this is what happened. I walked into my house to do something, and next thing you know, I'm bawling, like weeping. And I was like, what is going on here? But that moment is so beautiful to me, because it changed a lot. Like, for the first time, I feel like I proper understood. I don't feel like God is not a bad guy to be like, if you don't pray, this is what happens to you. But me, personally, I was like, sis, if you don't pray, that's what happens to you. You know, it's still kind of been a struggle, I can't lie, because I'm learning. I'm really and truly learning to pray. And I hope people can understand, or someone out there can understand, that I'm not saying, like, the kind of prayer I'm talking about, like I said, is like an intimate, because I'm trying to highlight the importance of having like an intimate session of prayer with God. That's when you hear his voice. I wouldn't have been confused if I was spending a good amount of time praying, if you get what I mean, because I'll be able to hear his voice. When I'm going through stuff, I would know what the Bible says about me. I would understand who I am, instead of just being so confused, like, damn it, I've lost the battle. No, baby, no. So basically what I'm just trying to say is, it's important to fellowship with God, like, differently, properly, like, solidly. It's very important, because that's literally the steering wheel to your life. Like, he holds the map. If you don't talk to him, he ain't giving you that map. Not because he's holding on to it, but if he's here holding the map and you're here, and the only way for you to get the map is to go to him, and he's not gonna chase you. He's just gonna tell you, okay, I will still be here waiting for you to come and get your, you know, blueprint for the day. Baby, we actually have free will, and it's down to us. The choice is actually ours to do what we're supposed to do. It's ours, it's our choice. We actually just have to take control. The more I look at myself, the more irritated I'm getting. So I'm going to blend this and I'll be back.
I lay down my life. I lay down my life for a holy God. Oh, I lay down my.
Book Tower MUA. Will ya? If I tell you that I know what's going on right now with my face, I'm a damn liar. It's not bad though. I've just never used a brush to slap on the powder. I didn't even know what I wanted to share. I just wanted to come on here and just say, just drop my 2 pence about what I learned this morning, which is, in a nutshell, just talking about how as children of God, we have authority, you know, like, what was I going to say? I was going to say, it's not every day, like, beg God. It's not ever beg God. Like, God gave us authority, you know, like, when things are going crap, you command things to go back into place. Do you get what I mean? And it reminded me, because I don't know why I be forgetting sometimes. I be forgetting the important things. Like, when I was in that deep, dark place of, God, what is going on? Like, I understood that God lets us go through some things so we can, like, never forget, and we can apply it to our lives. We can help other people out. Like, when we go through things, someone told me this, and I've been stealing it. You know, when you go through, I think it was from Sarah Jakes. But anyways, and when you go through things, like, there's something, we're expecting something to happen. You're going through it, like, you're gonna go, you know, come out of it. But anyways, when you're going through something, you're expecting to get out of it. You're going inside and you're gonna get out, because God forbid we'll ever be in a position whereby we're stuck. God forbid we'll ever be in a position where we're stuck. When the times are good, let it be good, and understand who God is, understand your authority. So when you just happen to find yourself when the devil's trying, remember who you are and use your authority to get yourself back up. Like, bro, I'm just happy that I still was able to maintain my mental state, because I was like, I could identify that things weren't right, but it wasn't in a place for me to not be like, you know what, if this man, I'm moving on. No, I was like, no, I'm not stopping until I get back to my seat. Do you understand? So I just thank God that I could still recognize that he's good and he will help me. I just couldn't wait for it to be over. It was like 2 weeks, it felt like a whole year. And 2 weeks of not being able to just express myself in prayer, but more so like 3-4 months of being confused, like, what's going on? What's happening? Why am I so confused? But, you know, we good now though. We good, baby. Let me just finish up my makeup and I'll be back.
Down my life. I lay down my life for a holy God. Oh, I lay down my life. I lay down my life for a holy God. Oh, I lay down my life. I lay down my life for a holy God. Yo, tell me really what's it all mean? Every song that I write, everything that I dream, laid it all at your feet.
But yeah, guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for not just thinking this girl is so inconsistent. Like, bye. I'm trying. I'm still trying. I'm still learning. I'm speaking of a testimony that I'm still going through. You know, I'm still learning to proper be on job with stuff. You feel me? But you don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna try. Don't worry. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. Birthday shout out to it's my best friend's birthday, y'all. All the way from CA. Where's he from? All the way from Vancouver, CA. Baby, happy birthday. I'm so irritated. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this channel. God bless you. It was just like a waffle chit chat thing. I just wanted to do something, you know, to post on the tube and that. But yeah, man, I hope you enjoyed this though. I'm going to watch this and just cringe, but we move. See y'all later. Oh, in case you forgot, sorry.
never could see all the greatest of things that you done for me. Letting go of what I desire. Born more, burn it off with a fire. I've got more, please more, your fire. Until there's none, no more left of me in the fire. And I know I'm so unworthy. Father, I'm so imperfect. Hidden in your son so perfectly, man.